All right. Welcome to the world.
The whole world, right?
We are the world.
We are the children. We are the ones to make a better place. So let's start giving.
Let's do those things. Welcome to Mindless Bullshit, everybody. I'm Mindless, Jessi Miles.
I'm bullshit. I'm Jeff Hicks.
So I think that's a solid intro. That's good.
Yeah, let's stick with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. What was ours last time? I feel like it was something really awkward.
Hello?
Something probably like that. I still think my introduction last time I was on the High Council was the best.
What was it?
Everyone knows I'm just here because I let Jeff fuck me.
Oh, well, it got a good laugh.
It did. It got some. I got some like people afterwards were like, Jessi, that was the best intro ever. I know. I know. Well, let's see who do we got watching. Rosetta Allen, of course. Quickly becoming one of my most prevalent fans. Probably mostly so she can remind me that I still have to stream with her. We were gonna do. I felt so bad because we were gonna do it last night. I initially was like, all right, the night's the night. And then my flight got delayed, and I posted a tweet about that. And then you guys were doing the late High Council, and then I was tweeting something later on just before bed, and she was like, "Yo, I've been waiting for your stream," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm such an asshole." But anyway, tomorrow I will be on Andy Signore's channel, and we'll be doing he's taking back movie fights, essentially Nerd Wars. Tomorrow's gonna be Star Wars. It's gonna be really cool, and then after that I think I'm gonna do some late night on my channel, and we'll bring the lovely Rosetta Allen on board for that. Ooh. So Titanus Gojira is here.
Gojira.
Titanus. I straight up just because of what I do to that poor man, I only ever read it as Titanus anymore.
That's how I read it, because there's a Power Rangers toy called Titanus, and I'm like, I'm not paying money for Titanus, so you're not alone.
Awesome. We got Tough Nerd Toys, Fixie Clary, James Grimes, Will Gentry, Ambassador Kosh, of course, excellent name. Do you get that reference?
Ambassador Kosh?
Yes.
I do not.
You have not seen? No, it's Babylon 5.
Oh, never seen it.
We should watch it. It's fun. It's interesting. It's really cool to see, because it very much exists at a time where all of those sci-fi special effects breakthroughs we've made for cinema had not yet translated to television. But it definitely exists with a level of intelligence that like Star Trek Next Generation had. It's a really cool show. I was working my way through it. I'm about halfway through, but I don't mind restarting and finishing it out with you if you're interested.
All right.
It's all on Amazon. So
I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of Firefly. So
yeah. Tough Nerd Toys says, I saw The Mandalorian, Jeff and Jessi, and loved it. Cool.
We have not seen it.
No, and due to my travel schedule and subsequent need to catch up on sleep, I have not yet seen it. So let's keep spoilers out of the chat, but impressions and overarching reviews are great. So if you guys have seen it, definitely drop some of that knowledge on us. We'll be happy to
They spoiled it all for me on the High Council last night, so
well, don't spoil it for me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna have to pass the anger on to you, don't worry.
Anger?
Yeah, I didn't want to know what I knew.
Okay, well, that anger. I said I didn't know if it was anger about the episode. So far, I've only heard positive. Jeremy's Fake Hair says it was great, but the music didn't fit. Okay. So, Bronze Division. Thank you for the first super chat of the day. Yes, more Babylon 5. Epic show. It is great.
I think the guy that wrote that show worked on Spider-Man for many years, J. Michael Straczynski.
Oh, okay. It's a really neat show because of the somewhat lacking special effects. The prosthetics on the for the aliens are very cool. I love the Narn. The Narn prosthetics are dope. It's also the race that I would be because they just want to fight everybody. So
fair enough. I'll be whatever wants to just chill and enjoy life.
I'd have to go back through and be like,
I'll be the humans. Fuck it.
You could be human. That's fine. Krell needs to refresh his browser. Somebody tell Krell to refresh his browser because he's not seeing the stream having started. Bronze Division, yes, I thought Centauri at first, but like that's only sort of pre events of the show itself, because the Centauri are get a little less laid back. Anthony Scioli says, let's draw sexy fan art in protest of Raylo.
I could do that.
Ooh, I still need to make my video about Ray and Rose being gay for each other. My new really fun thing to do is find hot takes that completely destroy an existing preconception or desire of the man babies, the whiny SJW man babies, but make it in such a way that they can't be mad about it. So like advocating that my friend Lindsay Scott, a very talented woman of color, play Ahsoka Tano instead of Brie Larson, or advocating for Ray and Rose as a gay couple to spite the Raylos. These things are fun for me. To be perfectly honest, Ray has been so far completely asexual. So if it turned out that she was just closeted in secret and then meets Rose and is like, "Oh my God, I love you," like I honestly don't think that's going against. It's not like they're going against anything they set her character up for. Rose could easily be bisexual. You know, it's that moment where you're like, I thought I had a crush on Finn, but then oh my goodness.
If that was really in the movie, the shitstorm that would follow it,
it'd be amazing.
It would be hilarious to cover.
And I would double down. I'd be like, yes, I'm pleased with this. This is a good choice. I'm okay with this.
My take would be, I don't care what the character's sexuality is. I just don't know how it's important to Star Wars right now.
I mean, if they wrote it in a way that was meaningful somehow, I'm down. You know, if it's just for the sake of putting two characters together, but if they somehow manage to create a meaningful relationship between those two in the final one, I have no problem with it. None whatsoever. Oh, she was just in love with Finn because she had heard of his bravery and had this crush on him from the get-go, but then she realized Ray was the real hero. And the reality is Rose is just power hungry. So
I'd be like, yeah, Rose Tico, all that shit you talk about happened yesterday. How do you fall in love with somebody in a fucking day?
Which is the most hilarious part. It's like, oh, you're such a legend from 2 days
yesterday.
Ago. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, got some more super chats. Tidenis Gorjura. I don't care if The Mandalorian is good. I'm not giving the mask my money, but I'll throw some shekels to you guys. Cheers to that.
Thank you. Cheers.
Shekels is the actual still form of currency in Israel, which I think is funny because it sounds made up. Rosetta Allen says, so if Rey is a man and Kylo is femme, how are they gay? These questions are beyond my capacity to answer.
I was about to say, this isn't your wheelhouse. You just are out of it.
This is normally. I'm just tired. For lots of reasons. We'll get into some of those reasons. Dustin Rogers says, do it, Jess. Ship it hard. Oh, I will.
Do it.
Rosetta Allen, even if Rey is the man and Kylo is them, they're still gay because they're still queer, because anything queer is anything that questions regular gender norms. So if they don't feel like they fit on the perfect binary scale and accept the shades of gray that the Kinsey scale has to offer, then they are by definition queer. So like that's why you have the A for ally now in some interpretations of LGBTQFYZPAAAIZ. Is because like one of those A's is for ally, and because if you are accepting of gay people, you are yourself now queer. So Jeff, do you accept gay people?
Wait, so what's this loaded question that I'm supposed to answer and fall for?
I'm just asking you if you're accepting of gay people.
They're fine.
Cool, you're queer. You're officially queer.
So I date you?
Yeah, I'm queer too because I don't hate gay people. I accept them in their lifestyle choices. We're queer. We're all queer. Even Jeremy's queer.
Put your blue wig on before you say shit like this.
It's too far away. Oh, thank you for that beautiful bit of inspiration. As Social Justice Wednesday, Jeremy is queer. I'm not serious about Jeremy being queer. I'm serious that I'm doing this video though.
While you're writing that down, we're gonna talk about the Han Solo Greedo scene. I saw the chat; it popped up, so don't worry. We'll definitely cover that. There's a lot to cover.
SJ Wednesday, Jeremy No, Jeremy accepts gay people. People. Therefore, he is queer. I'm gonna do it in that voice too. It's gonna be a slightly different voice. I might even alter the character. It might be like social justice Karen or something like that. I don't know. It's rather than the regular super antagonistic with too much vocal fry. It's gonna be Jeremy's queer. Bronze Division, thank you for the super chat. One note on B5. It's probably my favorite show, but there's a big speed bump in the first half of season 5. Stick with it. B5 recovers and nails the landing. It's not a GOT or a BSG meh ending. I could not get into BSG. It started to become too much of a soap opera for me. Thank God it ain't no Game of Thrones disappointment. So, okay, I don't even need this thing anymore. The super chats have color now in the StreamYard chat. That's exciting.
They're really progressive.
I'm so proud of them. Dr. Covenels wasn't notified. Tell the world about this. Apparently, someone got a notification for my video yesterday, and their notification said it was a private video. I'm like, thanks, YouTube.
Did you get the email today about how they're making changes, and for the next several months, there's going to be oddness on YouTube?
No, I didn't see it. I'm sure I got it. I didn't look at it.
It's weird, though. I only got it for my secondary Good Morning Pop Culture channel, not the main channel.
Yeah. I did see an email pop up for my secondary channel as well for LA Cheesesteak reviews. But maybe we're too important for the changes to affect us.
I'd like that.
Yeah. Jeffrey Turner, aka MegaJetty1, thank you for the super chat. My new Terminator lore video with Sarah yelling at Jeremy should be done by tonight or morning. Might be longer than my last 3, and that's what she said. Nice. That was a solid. That's what she said.
This one's for Jeffrey Turner right there.
Also,
from one Jeff to another.
I want Sarah yelling at Jeremy, so I'm in for this.
Who's Sarah?
I assume Sarah Connor.
Oh, okay.
If it's a Terminator lore video.
Well, sorry, it threw me off about the Jeremy part. I was like, wait, what?
Anyway, so also, actually, I'll drop this in the chat because I think it's now officially the funniest thing ever. If you haven't seen this on YouTube, you know what? Maybe we'll just bring it up in maybe I'll just share it with you guys. I found the greatest YouTube video ever about me. That someone did about me. So let's I'm not gonna get like demonetized for showing someone else's video, am I?
I think the way EFAP does it, it has to be like transformative, something else and something else to be protected under fair use. So I guess
I make fun of him. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll just drop it in the chat. You guys take a quick look at this and just, tell me what you think. I know a lot of times people are like, don't give these guys attention. I'm really not worried about this guy getting too much attention. I'm really not. You'll understand once you see it. In fact, I think I'm even going to like this video. It's getting dislike bombed right now after I posted it, and I'm cool. But, the comments section. This is so good. My favorite part of this is oh my God. I'm actually starting to feel bad for this guy because I think he's just really stupid. Because I said, wow, what an educated and well thought out rebuttal to my video. I can see how clearly toxic my ranting on the subject is when obviously you're so much calmer and nicer of a person than I am. It's really great that you made a more in-depth video clarifying some of these points. Oh, wait, you didn't. And he said, in case you haven't seen my pinned comment, but I'm working on a response video. And yes, I will more calm and collected in that one compared to here. I still don't take back anything I said in this video. Was I a little irrational sounding? Probably, but I still made my point. Now I suggest that you leave me alone and let a person get some needed sleep.
Yes, Jessi, needed sleep.
I'm sorry. I suggest that I leave me alone. And I responded, no, you didn't make any point at all, unless your point was that you're a child throwing a temper tantrum. Whoops, I have to correct this. I did the wrong your. And I just called someone else out on that. So shame on me. You're a child throwing a temper tantrum because someone doesn't like the same thing you like. No one's stopping you from getting sleep. It's your choice whether you go to bed or stay awake on social media. Case in point, I went to bed after writing my comment. I did not keep myself up, waiting for you to respond. All right, and we have more. I'm going to ask you nicely, but again, first off, read my pinned comment. Secondly, I'm sort of an insomniac, so it's hard to sleep sometimes. And that one's on me. Should have taken some melatonin to help me sleep last night. And thirdly, I don't think you really understand what I was talking about in this. I'm talking about how you don't understand how lightsabers work in the lore of Star Wars, not because you were talking bad about something I like. Yeah, okay. But you did say I'm not a real Star Wars fan.
And that's the deal breaker right there for you?
For me, it's just like, it's such a stupid talk. It's such a stupid thing to say. And if you can't understand why that's... lightsaber Korea. You can talk. I'll read you guys what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. To somebody in the chat earlier that asked me about CM Punk coming back to the WWE, I never imagined in a million years that would happen. But hey, I bought WrestleMania tickets this morning, so maybe he'll show up and I'll get the chance CM Punk sucks one more time.
I'm excited for you. So my response, but you did say I'm not a real Star Wars fan. If you can't understand why that's taking things a little far just because we don't share the same opinions on lightsaber choreography, then we have nothing more to talk about.
Wait, it was on choreography? I thought it was on the actual mechanical aspects of the lightsaber.
Now, I have no idea which video he's even talking about because I've discussed lightsaber fighting in Star Wars in 5 or 6 different videos. And I got some super catch up with here. So he could be, and that's the thing. And I don't even, because even in the comedy said to somebody, he was like, apparently she thinks lightsabers this. I'm like, did you even watch the stuff you're talking about? Because I've done a rundown of the best lightsaber fights in Star Wars. I've done a criticism of the way Kylo Ren uses his lightsaber in the first Rise of Skywalker trailer. I've criticized the choreography in the second Rise of Skywalker trailer, and I did a full-blown choreography or full-blown criticism of the choreography in the Last Jedi fight scene. So, and I've made reference to lightsaber fighting in many different videos. So I don't know which one he's referring. Based on the timing of his tantrum, I'm going to assume it's either the throne room scene choreography one or a month ago was too long ago for the first Rise of Skywalker trailer, for the second Rise of Skywalker trailer rather. So I'm guessing it's that or my complaint that why is Kylo Ren body checking somebody when he has a lightsaber in his hand? Because that's my thing. I'm not trying to argue the mechanics of what a lightsaber is made of and therefore how it works or anything like that. I'm just arguing the ridiculousness of how often these people use not a lightsaber when they have in their hand dangling uselessly a lightsaber. It just seems like a bit of a waste to, I don't know, body slam somebody or use your arm to grab somebody and throw him into somebody else when you have a lightsaber. It just... Anyway,
it's not real Star Wars to me.
None of it is.
By the way, if you're mad that I don't like CM Punk, it's because I met him and he's a dick in real life. So, yeah, I paid for one of those meet and greet things. It's not like I saw him at a restaurant and bothered him. He was just an asshole, and I paid for it. So, I'm glad he lost the rock.
Like, if you don't want to meet your fans, don't meet your fucking fans. If people are paying money to meet you, be a human. What did he do? What did he say?
He was just like it was 10 years at this point almost. It was for WrestleMania 26. And I just was like, so he used to have a gimmick where he called himself the straight edge savior, where he would basically he was acting like a televangelist and all this shit. And it was real funny to get into it. So I was real pumped. I was like, with my buddy Dustin, and we went up to the table and he was like nice to everybody. And we got up there and he just wouldn't make eye contact or talk or anything. The guy next to him was super nice. And he was just like, It was like everybody up until us. I was like, what the fuck is that guy's problem? So
that's annoying.
Yeah.
Is it because you're black?
It very well could be. It's not like there's been a black wrestling fan. But no, I took great pleasure to watch The Rock beat him, people in the chat. So CM Punk sucks.
So we got Rosetta Allen says, please, on the topic of the same way, Jeremy, add my trolling about him. Okay. Add my trolling about him buying pre-ripped mom jeans. Do it for the evil chick. I will add the fact that he buys pre-ripped mom jeans into more evidence stating that he's queer.
Wait, I'm disappointed. Every time you talk about him, I get more and more disappointed. Like, he doesn't have time for the high council, I get it, but he has time to, wear ripped mom jeans and go meet Doomcock.
Right?
You see that picture on social media?
No. Did you meet Doomcock?
Yeah, Doomcock has a wrestling mask on.
Cool. All right, clearly genderqueer if he's buying mom jeans. Kendo Slice says, "Yo, Jeff Rains sucks. Tea time tomorrow at 3."
He does suck. The big shit.
Thanks, Kendo. I'm no longer last in our fantasy league. I'm very proud. The Honky Chunky Funky Monkey says, 1K likes on this stream for Good Morning Pop Culture tomorrow. How do you feel about this, Jeff?
Was that a super chat?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, if this stream gets 1,000 thumbs up, you can have a Good Morning Pop Culture. There you go. You got it, dude.
For context, we have yet to hit 100 viewers.
I'm going to throw the bet out there. We'll do it every day for a week straight if we get 1,000 on this while we're live.
Oh, shit. All right, you know what? Let's see. How many likes do we have right now?
If we get 1,000.
That is you saying it right there. We're at 65.
All right.
So I think we need to tweet about this, though. Oh,
I always tweet when we're
Oh no, I mean like specifically this challenge.
All right.
Let's see. Hey, just because I'm trying to torture you. Hey, world-class bullshitter fans. Jeff, you can say something while I'm narrating my tweet right now if you'd like.
I'll provide the visual while you narrate.
Okay. Jeff just promised to do GMPC every morning for a week if our current mindless bullshit stream hits 1K likes while we're live. Still live. Oh, let me get the link so I can.
916 to go.
Link so I can. 900. All right, let's see. Well, we're up to 85. Yeah, 915 to go now.
Thank you, Mega Man. Thank you.
Only 915 likes to go.
But it's got to be while we're live.
I specified that.
Okay, cool. Well, James Dugan, if you want to hack the like button, hack it for all of our videos. Give us 1 million likes per video. That'll really
do it.
Spice up the algorithm.
Why are you not pasting?
Because I don't like Elmer's school glue.
I used to love covering my hands with that, letting it dry, and then peeling it off.
I used to do that all the time. Like I would roll it up into the ball and then throw it to shit.
All right. Kendo Slice finds alcohol helps him sleep, so you should go suggest that to the CJ Brawl, whatever, dude. Okay. Ooh, I missed a lot of super chats here. Let's catch up. So the last one was Honky Tonky Funky Monkey with this challenge. We've got Hottick's History Corner says a lightsaber is a closed plasma loop that uses a crystal as a focusing lens, unless it's Disney, and then it spins for reasons. Yeah. Reasons. We should
do a parody of that stupid song by ICP, Miracles, and go something clouds and dirt. Fucking lightsabers, how do they work? And then do a whole thing about it. People would watch that. That would be amazing. We should make this. David Hervey says, what did you guys think about how easily Kylo Ren incapacitated Luke Skywalker by collapsing his hut because he saw Luke standing over him about to kill him? Well, Kylo Ren's the most powerful Jedi ever until Rey, so it makes perfect sense that he would be able to just immediately, after waking up, have the surge of force strength to do that and stuff. Seems reasonable, right? Seems totally sure. We'll go with that. Kylo Ren's the greatest Sith Lord that's not a Sith Lord.
Yeah. So, in plain English, it's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
like most of the details from The Last Jedi. At this point, we've got a man, baby, child, because presumably at this point too, and before he goes all Order 66 on Luke's, Jedi school, presumably the he wasn't as all powerful, but whatever, he's the greatest. So
Because he's from Disney Star Wars. He's better than everything.
Kendo slices Rey can't handle a sword well. That's why she's mad. We've got Kendo slice again. Jeff's black. He doesn't sound black.
Hey, Kendo, what's a Nubian?
Hashtag CUM this punk.
Cum punk.
Sure. It says cum spunk, actually. Is what it says. Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey says, how big is Batista's dick? Thank you, Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. Jeff has your answer. Rosetta Allen says, help me shame Gentry into my interview, he promised. Well, Gentry, if you promise to win an interview, do it. If you're not, we'll call you if you don't, we'll call you sexist. Oh, Matthew Bush, thank you for the super chat. He says, best people ever. I couldn't agree more.
Thanks for the friend request on Facebook.
And how was your morning? How was your Tuesday morning, Matt? Things that I want to know. All right, what else did I miss?
Are we going to talk about that on the stream at one point?
Sure, it was a great night. Tough Nerd Toys says, how do I come on a show with you guys? How do I come on show with you guys next live? Work on your mastery of the English language first. Second of all, so we personally haven't done guests on Mindless Bullshit. It's not out of the question. It's not off the table. We've done it yet. But personally, for me, if you're interested in coming on Mindless Entertainment at some point, hit me up. Send me a DM on Twitter, or I just have to follow you in order for you to do that, because whatever. You can shoot me an email at me.mindlessentertainment@gmail.com if you're interested in coming on a stream with me. Let me know why I should let you stream with me, obviously, because if you're just like, I want to be on your stream because I like you, I can't let everybody do that. I would be streaming nonstop. But if you have stuff you want to talk about, stuff you want to promote, your own channel, shit you're doing yourself that you want to promote, and it sounds cool and like our interests line up, or that we have a fun conversation, I will absolutely bring you on as a guest. So me.mindlessentertainment@gmail.com if you want to pitch to me why we should stream together, and then I'm down.
And if you want to be on World Class Bullshitters, you got to join our Patreon.
There you go. And you can also talk to Rosetta Allen that it sometimes takes a while for me to get this shit together, but all right. Hodgkiss History Corner. So the New Republic apparently made new Y-Wings without torpedo tubes, a torpedo bomber without torpedo tubes, because they don't want to look aggressive. It's
Is that real?
Strike bomber. I hate the Disney Republic more and more. Apparently, that's horrible. I
just remember from the video game, you used to have these little blue bombs that would come down on the Y-Wings, and you only had so many per mission, which you would, because a real ship would only have so many. But I hated flying the Y-Wings. They were so slow and they were real clunky. But why not just be lazy, dust off ones from the original trilogy era, and no one's going to bitch, oh, there's X-Wings. Yeah, but they're the original X-Wings. No one would complain. You brought back the Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I don't think that that's an issue to have the old style ships, but whatever. Anus Gojira says Jeff is a Nubian mattress monster. Uh-huh.
This is why we don't have guests on our show. Motherfucker.
Rosetta Allen says, giving him crap for teasing my stream. Thanks for the help. Of course, Rosetta Allen, thanks for the super chats. Anytime you need a heavy hitter, you know where to go.
If we ever need to do a stream, like we have to change the name, we should call our stream The Third Wheel and invite one guest on and just be all mushy and make it, see how long they can hang with us.
Can we just do a separate stream where we do that sometimes?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
The Third Wheel.
Even better, we should do that when we're actually together. Like
Deal.
Physically together. When we're physically, next time we'll do one. Maybe we can try test run one in Philly. But that would be dope. Kendo Slice says, I'd like to be on a stream to promote World Class Bullshitters.
Please do.
I'm not sure. We'd have to take a closer look at the channel and see if it offers content that I agree with. I'm gonna promote it on my channel. Dr. Goffin says, Jessi, you're coming to Horror Hound in March, right? Unfortunately, that weekend is going to coincide with the tournament that I have to be at because my teeny tiny fencer is going to be there, and I need to be there to coach her. So
that was the first time we're apart from when we start living together.
It'll be very sad. I don't know how we'll make it.
Just hope you don't forget my name.
I might. You're Bob? Frederick?
I mean, it's literally on screen in front of you, so you don't have an excuse now, but I mean...
I can't read.
Oh, okay. So these colored boxes that you just randomly guess what they say. It's pretty...
Yeah, it's telepathy, actually. I have a telepathic connection to Super Chats.
All right, Professor X.
Which is why I don't always read all of your regular chats, because with regular chats, it's intermittent. We're at 102 likes, so we're 10% of the way there.
Hey, come on. 1,000. We'll make it happen.
So, unfortunately, Dr. Coffin I will not be. However, I will come to Horror Hound with Jeff at some point. Probably like any future Horror Hound. Like, I don't see why not, as long as he wants me to come with him.
If the fans are requesting it, well, all we do is sit at a table and drink beer.
So why would I not want to come?
What would it hurt?
Exactly.
You can replace Channel Dad Brian Lape.
I took his honorary spot as the 5th bullshitter, and just gonna replace his spot at Horror Hound.
First night you did.
Poor Lape. I did. It was unanimously voted on. Probably unanimous because Dion wasn't there yet, but you know.
He would have still voted for you because of your...
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
You can say it.
Your butt.
Oh, we never took that picture for him.
We'll see each other in Philly. We'll be like, happy belated birthday.
That's fair. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Or just bring it to him for New Year's and be like, this is your Christmas present. Have it all framed and shit.
I don't know where you could hang it in the apartment. Hillary would not be having it.
Clearly. They can put it in the bathroom.
The guest bathroom where the kid bathes. That's Uncle Jeff.
Who's that lady's butt? Oh, that nice lady we met at Christmas.
Oh, the one that would find it the funniest would be his sister's kid, because that kid's slightly older and crazy smart.
Is he an ass man already?
I'm sure everyone is.
It's my ass. It's universally appealing. It's been molested by werewolves. True story. My butt is universally appealing.
I know that part, but the werewolves.
Oh, I was it was like a haunted hayride in Vermont, and there were like werewolves that were coming up and grabbing the thing, and one of them grabbed my butt.
It's a good target.
Yeah. I was like, I understand. It's okay. I do not feel. That's the thing, is like, I don't feel sexually harassed when complete strangers grab my butt. I've just sort of internalized this as like, look, this butt does not belong to me. It is such an important butt to society that just because it's attached to me, I don't feel comfortable keeping the butt from the people, you know.
Hey, Dion's here in the chat.
Yay! I'll get down there in a second. I'm catching up on these super chats. But
according to you, it's our butt on this stream. So
well, it is our butt. So now that you have partial ownership, if you take issue with my policy regarding my butt's universality, we can discuss. That's just because I don't feel personally sexually harassed when strangers grab my butt. That does not mean I'm not going to use it as a really convenient excuse to punch somebody in the face. Let's just put that out there. Yes, I will still punch you in the face for grabbing my butt. I'm not going to lose sleep over the feeling of being violated, but I am still going to punch you in the face. I know my rights. History Corner says the Resistance apparently slapped torpedo tubes on them, so it was pointless. Also, Space Doc did a video on the new one. I am hurt by this new one. Hartigus, you can't catch a break with this stuff. Hartigus is a total shit buff when it comes to these things. You can't catch a break on this stuff, dude. I'm sorry. It's like the rest of us are like done with Star Wars hurting us. They're still just finding these little things and just needling at you.
When will your butt become a publicly traded corporation?
Bill Stevens says, Jessi, love your content. Give Jeremy a kiss from me. Make sure it's very gay, lol. Also, thank you, everyone, for promoting my books. read Bill Stevens' books. Also, I will definitely make sure how would I'm just trying to think of if there's a way that I could give Jeremy like a not inappropriate kiss that was gay.
You could hire a Team Jessi.
I'll put a mustache on my face first. I have stick-on mustaches. I'll wear a mustache and then give Jeremy a big old kiss on the cheek and ask if he wants a mustache ride.
I like how you were so proud of that mid-sentence. You're like,
what was that? RC Scott says, I'm going to take one for the team and go see Rise of Skywalker in theaters, but I'll be rocking my newly acquired Phantom Menace shirt. Awesome. We got to make sure everybody wears Phantom Menace shirts. I'll
put some more stuff out.
I think I'm going to wear my Jessi shot first to go see it. Speaking of which, speaking of shameless plugs, I'm going to plug that in a second when we catch up here. And then we'll actually like have a show or something.
Wait,
or we'll
really?
do super chats all show. I'm okay with that. You guys have a lot of great stuff to say.
Can we buy shares in your ass?
Oh God! Is my ass becoming incorporated now? Is that what's happening?
Well, the thing is, like, if I'm a 50% owner, I guess I would have more of a say if you traded your shares, but I feel like jointly we should just always hold on to the majority stake.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's fair. I mean, at this point too, if you look at it, are we consolidating our resources? You know, because if we're considered one entity, then we can sacrifice up to 51%, and you know, since we're very egalitarian in our personal profit sharing, so we'll
see what the IPO is going to go for and talk.
So the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey says, shameless plug for my own channel. I make stuff now. Awesome. If I'm not subscribed, I'm going to go do that right now, live on air, and I'm going to check out your shit.
Yes, Kendo, why would you wear a Phantom Menace shirt when you can wear a world-class bullshitter shirt? We got better designs.
I assume that, I am now subscribed to the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey.
Well, let me do the same because he's a big listener.
He's a monkey. I'm so stoked.
A Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey.
I'm really excited for this nonsense. Guerrilla grumblings, monkey musings, journalistic integrity. Oh, nice. Awesome. My attempts to gain attention. Sweet. I'm looking forward to this Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey.
I'm your 35th subscriber.
Nice. Oh, that's cool because I was like your 33rd maybe. So, yeah. So now you've gotten 2 more since I subscribed. All right, let's do this, guys. Subscribe to Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. Today is the subscribing to the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey Day. You know when amazing. What?
Dion's comment about your butt. Jeff gets left cheek and hole.
That means he's responsible for the poop too. Don't forget that. So let me just make sure. All right. And finally, Mexican Iron Man, love you, in support of universal butt maintenance in the next Knockout Punch Hayride Trigger event. What if I started a GoFundMe for that? What if I started a GoFundMe for universal butt maintenance and future defense legal fees after punches in the face?
I support it fully. We can get you like a little fence to wear around your butt.
This is so great. All right, so you know how sometimes the Phantom Menace expands its immense amounts of altruism to the all of the everybody and does our best to boost subs for a channel. Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey is now my project. I want to see him have 100 subscribers by the end of the stream, and we'll get him We'll get him to 1,000 by the end of the month. What do you say?
I'm there.
Let's do it. All right, Hunky Chunky, you're officially our charity project because that makes you sound really special.
Dion, you are my best friend for that reason, as well as many other reasons.
I used the wrong hole. Oh, wow. How many likes are we at now?
Not enough.
115, only 885 to go.
Come on, I believe in you people. Make new accounts. Double down.
There you go. You guys can do this. All right, I'm also gonna pop a link up here for the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. Conveniently, he picked a good name so that he's easy to search. Even all right, 42 subs. Sweet. So in case you can't spell or read like me, you can just click. If you don't have hands, I'm sorry for being offensive to handless people.
The chat is on fire right now. Obi-Wan wants Dion to be the first guest on Third Wheel.
Yes!
We should film the inaugural episode in Michigan with him.
Oh my god, he'll just be right there.
Yeah, they're like, what? I don't need to outsource her button maintenance. I'll take care of it.
Bill Stevens says, Jessi, thank you for the super chat, Bill Stevens. Make sure this no bullshitter, I mean world bullshit, gets the super button. I mean super chat, nothing gay. Thank you, Bill Stevens. So, and this will actually be a good segue into our next topic. Because of in honor of fuckery, in honor of the fuckery done. Sorry, Rosetta Allen just posted a super chat. What illicit acts must I do to be a project? Well, you're way ahead of Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, but we'll do yours when we stream tomorrow night. We'll start on you, and continue with that. I'm already singing your praises, Ladyface, so don't you worry. Of course, Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, we love you. You're such a great supporter. So anytime. And Rosetta Allen, you are as well. So guys, subscribe to Rosetta Allen as well, and she'll be on my stream soon. So like I said, in honor of the fuckery that is this latest re-edit of the Han shot first scene, I am offering 15% off my Jessi shot first shirt on Teespring. So you can click that link and get the Jessi shot from now till the end of the month. You can get Jessi shot first for 15% off on Teespring. You can also use that promo code HANSHOT1ST, that's 1ST, for 15% off my entire Teespring store. So have at it, guys. Have at it. And I think that brings us to our first official topic of the stream.
Only 42 minutes and change in.
So what the actual fuck?
Okay, let's tell the people what we were doing as I saw this clip. So you were in the middle of packing. We were kind of like bummed out that we had to leave. And I'm sitting on Twitter looking at something that I got tagged in. And it's A New Hope re-edit, Han shoots whatever. I'm like, what's this going to be? So what?
I'm just sad, I think, remembering the day and this moment and all of these things. Let's carry on.
I'm saying that's what I thought you were doing. I saw your face. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we're sitting there packing up. And all of a sudden, I see the clip. And Jessi, how did I react?
I thought someone had died. Because I'm pretty sure it was something to the lines of, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I was like, "What happened?" I thought something like I thought you were about to say like YouTube shut down your channel or fucking like happiness is now banned because it's not politically correct, like something that. Like, it was bad. It was extreme.
Yeah, it was, because this is an extremely stupid change. So, like you, Jessi, my favorite Star Wars character is Han Solo. We got Return of the Jedi on the wall. We got Han Solo figures everywhere in this room. Don't have a bathrobe, so I'm not as cool as that. But
you can see my Han right up there.
Yeah, well, we'll pull out we have Japanese Han Solo. I might bring one of these with me to the apartment because it's that cool.
All right. Remember, of the Star Wars things I have, Han Solo is the most bountiful. So
you could never have too many, though. That's the thing.
That's what the follow-up is going to be. So by all means, continue adding to the bounty.
Oh, I will, since we'll have community Han Solo stuff. You don't have enough Bestman gear, but we'll talk. Anyway, though, so I saw the clip, and Han Solo is my favorite character. That's one of my favorite scenes of the entire film. It represents him as this ruthless smuggler, this badass, this pirate, and in the face of danger, he shoots first, asks questions later, and leaves. We have George Lucas, who's made multiple alterations. I believe this is the fourth change. And they were getting better. So you had the 97 one, which is stupid. The head like bends sideways like this.
The
You
awkward.
Yeah.
The awkward cut.
Then you get to the DVD, which slightly speeds up the scene.
Yeah.
They get to the Blu-ray that they think they shoot at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get this new one, which is the worst change of any of them, where there's an extra added scene of Greedo going McClunky, and then they both shoot at the same time. It's the dumbest fucking Star Wars change in history. I don't understand how anyone can justify this. Because this is like George Lucas, it's his last dig at the fans. It's like, hey, you hated this shit, look what I can do to you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it probably, I bet you he has some clause with Disney in the contract where it's like, you can't change, you cannot re-edit this stuff, whatever. Like, as I give it to you is what it is, and you can't make more changes. So, that would be my.
It makes me angry though about the situation when everyone's like, oh, George Lucas could come back and save Star Wars, but it's like, this is the shit he's given you guys before Disney took over. So like, let's just remember where we were with Star Wars before Disney.
The reality is the version of George Lucas that could have saved Star Wars is the version that is the perhaps post prequels, pre-extreme bitterness. So somewhere in the process of the prequels getting made before he just got incredibly bitter because of the fan response. I'm checking our likes. That's the version of George Lucas who maybe could have come on board and given us more Star Wars that we could have been happy with. The version of George Lucas that became so embittered that he sold off his greatest IP is not the version of George Lucas that was ever going to give us something else. Yeah, that's just the reality.
Yeah, it's just I think it's something people really don't want to hear right now.
Yeah,
but it's kind of the truth, and this is just one more example. Like, hey, I'm going to sell off my shit for $4 billion, but let me get one final fuck you that people won't find out about for 4 years. No, 6 years.
True. We're at 130 likes now, so we're rising quickly. Greg Master says, let's give Jessi 3K likes for Metal Bikini. If this video hits 3,000 likes, before we're done being live, I will purchase I'll not even use the chintzy costume that I have. I will purchase a proper metal bikini and do a video in it. If this gets to 3,000 likes,
we could get one of those for Christmas.
Okay. If you buy one for me for Christmas, I will wear it for you and then possibly wear it for a video somewhere.
So, okay. Make it happen, folks.
Toxic Masculinity says severe hemorrhoids and a lemon juice sit bath is better than Disney Soy Wars.
Ooh. I actually clinched up after reading that.
That's painful. Very painful. So I think it's a great idea for anybody who is going to go see Rise of Skywalker. Wear a shirt in support of either the Fandom Menace at large or your favorite Fandom Menace channel to your screening. That would be I'm going to wear my Jessi shot first. Unless actually I might put out my God Empress shirt before that. And if I do that, then I might wear that one. Or my Han Solo plus Cats shirt.
That's a damn good one.
I really like that one. I gotta forget the name of the guy who designed it, but it's super cool. He colored it for me. So to see, I know he shot me a link over on Instagram. I have to see if he's ever emailed me. That case, he said, fan says, can I wear a Team Jessi hoodie? Of course you can.
You better.
And Kermit the Log, thank you for the super chat. No text, just super chat. I love that guy. He's done some stuff. He has a bit of a background, and I guess I have to go back and read what he wrote. But basically, he offered to if I wanted him to be one of my early readers when I finish my screenplay, because he has some qualifications to give good feedback on it. So. Dr. Confidels, thank you for the super chat. Next edit, Greedo will say Epstein didn't kill himself. All right, go with the chat, right? What's the worst? Let's say there's another re-edit of that scene. What's the worst thing somebody could do in that re-edit?
I'm putting that on a fucking video, Dr. Confidels. I'm gonna make that right now. Take a screenshot.
But throw it out there, guys. The worst change they could make. Be as ridiculous as you want. The worst change they can make. Bill Stevens says, let's paint a picture. A shirt with Jessi hands up, couple of the boobs, over her head, eye shot under the pick first. The pick in black goes with any color shirt, or I buy Steven's books. I think both of those are great shirts. Have you not seen the Jessi Shot First shirt? Because it was designed by Anna. It was take a look at it. The link is just posted right down there in the chat. It was designed by Anna, and that Star Wars girl. It's me drawn as Han Solo's pose with the blaster. And it says Jessi Shot First in Star Wars font. Oh, Cameron Tennant says, yo, what's up, Jets dog? Been a long time. What's up, Cameron Tennant? Welcome back. Nicholas Ashumchow says next thing they will change is that they won't shoot at all. Yeah. Next,
you just get up and shake hands. All right. Just walks out.
Right. Or like somebody, a literal Nazi runs through the scene and kills Greedo instead.
It'll be Colonel Vogel from The Last Crusade.
Hi, bitch. Die, bitch. My cat Lando runs through the scene, yells, die, bitch, and rips Greedo's head off. When I yelled die, bitch, Lando looked up at me from his important task of licking his butthole. So he's over there licking his butthole, and I went, hey, bitch! And he was like, why am I speaking? Why am I speaking? I don't understand. For context, and none of the other cats, by the way, reacted to me doing that. For context, guys, this was a discussion with a friend of mine of what my cat's voice, actual human voices, would sound like, and it was determined that that Lando would speak in a very soft, creepy German, vaguely Bavarian accent, sounding not unlike Werner Herzog, and just say very weird things about how much he wanted to lick the juice out of your eyeballs while you slept, and just would monologue in this very creepy way and act like everything was totally normal and fine, and no, human, go back to sleep, it's okay, I'm not about to rip your brain out through your nose, it's fine. And then just every now and then when he felt like being extreme and wanted to like really like wants to jump on you, dig on you, or really get in your face, he just goes, die, bitch! And then goes immediately back into his quiet monologuing. He keeps looking at me every time I do that. He's like, Jessi, stop imitating me. It's rude. You're mocking me. I will not accept this. Anyway, Anus Gojira says, worst change they could make is Han and Greedo shooting hot loads all over each other. Thank you. Thank you for that super chat.
Gives Who Shot First a whole new meaning.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Oh, Rosetta Allen, thank you for the super chat. She says, sent you a crazy offer in DM on Twitter, girl. Okay. I like crazy offers. Is it an offer I can't refuse?
Dion's having a great time trolling the chat.
Oh. I like this offer. It's a good offer. We love Dion. Rosetta is an artist as well, and she's offering to do a drawing of me. And it's awesome. So yes, I want this. I will do this thing. She sent me an example. She did one of Mecha Random, and it looks really cool. Mecha with her riding crop, of course. So I can take this brief moment. I like to do my unboxings on live streams. I was supposed to do this one last live stream last week. I totally spaced. So if you don't mind, I'm going to take this moment and open this lovely package from Macy Van Duysen.
Makes me realize I need to go down to my P.O. box.
Van Duysen, Macy Van Duysen. Yep. And let's start budgeting for that storage space we're going to need. What we should do is like set up a storage space as like our little museum of collectibles and then charge people to give them a tour.
Yeah. We're open on Wednesday afternoons, folks. We do mindless bullshit from our museum.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Swing on by. I would do that. We'll figure out. Yes. Personal tour of our private collection.
That sounds really dark. That should be third wheel.
Personal third wheels. Oh dear Lord. Ooh. Look what I got. Is a shirt. Look at this. Select your spaceship. You selected Millennium Falcon. Of course. So we've got the Enterprise, we've got Serenity, we've got the TARDIS, and Ooh, I don't know the last one.
Looks like a cloud car from Bestman, but it's not.
What is this last
I have
one?
no clue. It looks like a cone head. If you look at it closely, it looks like a cone head with his mouth open.
It does, or like a KKK member.
I'm gonna build our cone head, but hey, it's your channel.
Somebody tell me the errors of my ways. What is this piece of nerd?
It's the Orville.
Oh shit, you're right. It totally is. It looks weird from that angle. Awesome. That just made me like the shirt from a super fucking ton to even more.
Dion, this looks like a ski mask.
What?
Dion says it looks like a ski mask.
It does straight up look like somebody screaming. Whatever interpretation, whether it's a KKK member being burned alive because that's what they deserve, a cone head, someone in a ski mask who had an unfortunate birthing incident,
or a baked potato.
But yeah, so the Orville on its side has these three loops on it. It looks weird from the top, but everything else looks most recognizable from that angle. So,
do you know what the acronym stands for?
Time and relative dimension in space.
Boom.
Yeah, I know these things. You know, I'm a Doctor Who fan, right?
I don't.
We've discussed this before.
No.
I haven't seen about half of Capaldi onward. But I love how everyone immediately was like, it's the Orville. Like, I've literally just binge watched almost that entire show. One more episode to go recently, and I didn't catch that. So thanks, chat. I'm retarded. Tough nerd toys. Thank you for the super chat. Jeff, are you concerned with what YouTube is doing? That's a great topic to jump on right here before we get into our Stream Wars discussion.
Yeah, I definitely am, because I've noticed it's like, so the audience is there, the subscribers go up, but the videos are only reaching like 10% of our people. And I'm like, this is bullshit. Because it's not like we're cutting corners or anything. I'm
going to interrupt. We're going to right back on this topic first. I just want to point out that Sir Billy Ritchie said, hey, Dion, horse! That makes me happy.
Makes Dion happy, too.
Also, since y'all are so good at your nerd, identify my shirt, please. That's this lovely shirt that Jeff got me. So, and he also got me this mug that says, true love, you and me and the cat. And it says, perfect relationship.
I didn't get you that. Don't tell these people I get you nice things that match our relationship. Yes, I bought it.
Sorry. I didn't mean to expose you.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, shirt. Identify the shirt, bitches. But in the meantime, yeah, carry on your concerns.
Oh no, it's annoying that it's like there's got to be a problem too, because we've been getting videos and pictures of people. So we're gonna start making a push to like ask people, like, are you guys not seeing our stuff? What's the deal? And then we're going to contact YouTube and get it worked out.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Because I had this over the summer, and I contacted them, and then shit went back to normal.
I'm gonna be trying to collect some of the similar evidence. I don't know that I'm actually gonna bother pressuring YouTube on it because they don't seem to care when I talk. But I am making some big changes that I'll be announcing soon regarding how I'm addressing these problems. And yes, those changes are going to include hosting a lot of my content elsewhere. So expect that from me, because I've been having. I had someone just tell me yesterday that the email notification they received for my video told them the video was private, when it was blatantly public and has been the whole time. There was never a point that it was set to private. I'm so excited about this shirt. I love this shirt. This is a great shirt.
I enjoy that you folded it back perfectly.
Oh,
normally, like if it was me, I was like, "Hey, like the shirt's awesome," and then whatever.
I'm also really. I love that this shirt has. I'm feeling more like a nerd now too, because a lot of times I think I'm really deep about the nerd stuff that I like, but I'm not into like all the stuff. So I'm like, this features 5 ships, and I love all 5 of them, and I have a connection to all 5 of them, and I've watched the shows and movies that all 5 of them are from. So. But yeah, no, expect to hear me bitch a little bit YouTube. And, I mean, even Dr. Coffin now's got the notification for this stream like half an hour late or something like that. People are regularly being not notified my videos. My view counts are way down, for no reason. I've had to adjust my relative expectations for how my channel videos perform. So, and I can't live like that. This is a huge chunk of this is the majority of my livelihood, and I can't live like this. So I can't live with this level of of uncertainty, not just because it's an uncertain profession. Like if it's as an uncertain profession, that's fine, but an uncertain profession over which I have zero control. So Bill Stevens says, Mindless Bullshit Museum with readings of a hack writer, Bill Stevens, featured on Thursday afternoons, 1 to 1:30 p.m. all the time we can allow. That would be great if we did that. If you're like, all right, we'll just have you curate the museum so you can give the tours on the days that we're not there and then schedule daily readings. That would be awesome. That Case 2 fan says Charlie's Angels out tomorrow. Go support my girl. I actually think the movie's going to be fun. I'm not concerned that it's going to be overly woke. If it is, I'll let you guys know because I'm planning on going to check it out.
I was burned by Charlie's Angels Full Throttle in 2003, and I swore to myself from that day moving forward I would never support another Charlie's Angels film. Sorry.
That seems a little extreme, but okay. I respect your choices.
Plus, Bernie Mac's dead. He's not going to be in this one, so I don't care.
That's true. I actually think Case 2 looks hot in this movie. Personal take from your girlfriend. Rosetta Allen says, true love, you, me, and toys we share. Worst meaning. I love you, Rosetta Allen. You're great. Everyone go subscribe to her, especially for that comment. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead says, wish I could have gone with you two to the Ravens-Bengals game. We could have seen something great in the Bengals Stadium, which was Lamar Jackson. I hear, especially since Mahomes' injury, that Lamar Jackson is one of the new favorites for season MVP. I haven't, as an NFC fan, I haven't followed the Ravens play as closely, though it's frustrating to have Mark Ingram on my fantasy team when the Ravens' number one running back is Lamar Jackson. But he seems like, and that's the thing though with the running quarterback. Cam Newton was a very run-heavy quarterback. We've seen how that worked out for him. Running backs have some of the shortest lifespans of players in the league. Sorry, excuse this brief NFL interlude. Carson Wentz played into the run game very heavily. Look what that did to his ACL. So now he's moved into staying in the pocket more frequently. The only guy I can think of who hasn't had so many of those issues is Russ Wilson, but Russ Wilson's ability to extend plays means that 90% of those running out of the pocket plays, he's still throwing the ball, and even he's running a lot less than he used to. So, well, I think it's incredibly impressive what Lamar Jackson has done this season. If he can't mature into passing the ball more than, if he can't mature into being able to read the field and not rely on his own legs as much, he will eventually suffer the same fate as all the run-heavy quarterbacks.
I don't know if this is real or not, but somebody posted, it has to be fake. Never mind.
Okay.
Star Wars Holiday Special on Disney Plus.
Oh my God, that would be so amazing if it's true. Please, somebody go see if you can confirm this. Hardicus' History Corner says, my Halloween vids did terrible. Didn't even hit 30 views. And last year, one hit like 100 within 2 weeks. BitChute, it hit like 50 in a week. There you go. YouTube sucks. Thank you for sharing Hardicus' History Corner. Another person y'all should subscribe to because he makes really, really intelligent, fun videos. So, did anybody guess my shirt? I don't think if anyone recognized. That's a win for you. If
Me?
nobody, for you, yeah. If you got me such a deep track shirt that the ordinary person, because I knew what it was right away, and even told you and went and confirmed which exact part it was from.
Well, we both subscribe to the same theory. If you're going to get something from a show, get it that's in the show that the character wears, as opposed to like, I have a shirt that just says, Marvel Comics across it.
So clearly that's your hint, guys. That's clearly your hint. So Ruin of House Roundhead says, I'm pulling for the Eagles this weekend. Please beat the Patriots. Also, if you have to see Knives Out, don't forget to buy a ticket to another movie. Thank you, Sir Ruin of House Roundhead. I'm honestly, so it's very difficult to do because a lot of theaters, Jedi Bunny says, Jessi, can you show your shirt again? Oh, hi, Jedi Bunny. Yes, I can. It's right here.
The problem is Mindless Entertainment is covering a good chunk of what it is. Ooh.
There it is. I think you can, yes.
Up and up again. Down. Up.
Happy now, sweetie. Reese says, sup, Jessi and Jeff. Sir Billy Ritchie, good guess, but no. Really good guess. So it's very difficult to do the buy a ticket to something and go see something else. Because of assigned seats in so many of the theaters out here. That said, I'm so opposed to giving Ryan Johnson money, yet I am still curious because I really want to be able to have an opinion on this film, that I'm thinking about trying to find a theater without assigned seats so I can do that, or just go to, there's like a $5 theater, there's like a discount movie theater up the street. And the quality's not great, but I mean, it's fine. You know, it's not super amazing stuff, but maybe I'll do that. So that I'm, spending.
Juan Cholo knows who it is.
Yeah, Juan Cholo got it.
I can't believe I understood that's what it was from, like that specific scene.
I'm proud of you. Tough Nerd Toy says they've been experimenting with small channels such as mine for months now. It began with my action figure reviews. Whacked the vid because of a gun. Some crap. That's what I had a hunch that they were doing. I had a hunch that they were messing around with Eduardo Cruz says Jessi and Jeff kissing in a tree. I don't know if we'd be in a tree. Like if we were in a tree, if we were ever in a tree together, I'm sure we'd be kissing.
Elevator, more likely.
Elevator. We like kissing in elevators. It's kind of like a tree. It's high up.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. And Hot to Kiss' History Corner says it's really inconsistent because I have a gun review and it did fine. But I think you're gonna get things like that where if you're specifically talking about guns, and the video is this is about guns, then they might be a little okay. But if they're Jedi Bunny, are you? I can't see who's a mod and who's not on this thing. Are you a mod on my channel yet? If not, let me know. I'll go make you one. Jedi Bunny says kissing in an AT-AT. Yep. Accurate. Are you AT-AT or are you AT-AT?
AT-AT.
Okay, I'm AT-AT.
All-terrain armored transport. Let's just meet in the middle.
Okay.
Let's be oddly specific.
All-terrain armored transport.
I have one of those. Should I bring it?
Sure.
It's bigger than your cat's.
Yeah, because you can go. I probably won't fit on that shelf in that space because there's an ATST up there now.
You have to send me a picture of which one it is.
Yeah, it's the same line as the toys, the Millennium Falcon toy and stuff like that.
Oh, so it's a vintage one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I gotta go into this. I gotta make good on my promise.
So it's a vintage one.
Oh, look, it's you saying things again. Make good on my promise. Where's my chat? Where's
the thumbs up at?
I'll tell you in a second. All right. Jedi Bunny is now a mod. Show me. 153 likes. So there you go. Just 847 to go.
That's really going to happen tonight.
Totes.
In the next, rest of our show.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Gigi Santa Maria. Gigi Santa Maria says, I love listening to you guys. Well, we love talking to each other. So, Jedi Bunny has a review up of Dr. Sleep. Jeff and I were going to go see that this weekend, and then we didn't. We were also going to go see Zombieland 2 this weekend, and then we didn't.
But we had a kick-ass time at Mo's Irish Pub.
Oh my God, we had such a great time.
That was just a great night overall.
Should we give a breakdown for the listeners
of that? Yeah, sure.
So this was a particularly long and shitty weekend for refereeing. So Jeff had to deal with every night me coming back to the room and being like, I hate everything. Monday ended on a good note, but we were exhausted. So we went back to the room and we're kind of, napping and chilling. And initially that was just going to be us time. We weren't going to go out with anybody. But then our good friend Matt Bush, his flight got canceled because it was a big snowstorm coming through the Midwest that day. And our other good friend, Dr. Stephen Prostitute, was going to be there. And so we decided, well, if we're going to go out and get some dinner and drink, we'll see if they want to come along. So we decided, I had gotten advised about Mo's Irish Pub from a fencing mom who said apparently it was a really cool place to hang out. So we ended up stumbling over there and braving the freezing cold, joined by a couple other referees. and it was pretty quiet. We were the last people there before we left, and we yeah, so we sat down, started drinking, had some good Irish food, continued
Would
drinking.
you consider a cheeseburger shillelagh real Irish food?
Super authentic.
And what you ate was definitely not authentic Irish food.
It was in the authentic place. It was called a Biloxi, which I'm assuming is something Irish. So, and it had corned beef in it. So fuck you.
I love corned beef. I ate part of what you ate. I ate corned beef and cabbage.
I know. Sorry, Joe is not going to make the open mic tonight. Going.
I'll replace him.
Huh? You should. But someone wants to know, is it weird that I say AT-AT for Juan Cholo says, is it weird to say AT-AT for AT-AT for, is that weird that I say at for AT-AT, but ATST for the ATST? Well, no.
Unless you're going to call it at street.
Right. It'd be hard to call it at street is weird, or at but that's, I think, part of why I call it an AT-AT, because it's like it's an ATST, so it's also just AT-AT for consistency.
I don't ever even refer to it as just the AT-AT. It's always the AT-AT Walker.
Well, I also say always AT-AT Walker.
Or sometimes I'll just say the Walker, because most people assume, because I'm like, the Walker from The Empire Strikes Back. And yeah, there's a scene where the ATST comes in the background real quick, but everyone knows you're talking about the big AT-AT Walker.
Was that, now I have to go back, was the ATST in the background, was that in the original cut?
Yeah, because the toy existed for that first.
For Empire?
It was just heavily featured in Return of the Jedi. Like, the AT-AT Walker is technically in Return of the Jedi for just one shot. It's walking up to the landing platform.
Yeah, more.
So it's like, they just throw them in there.
Was the ATSTs. Mega Man MG's Chicken Walker. I've called it that too.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So what were we at? Oh yeah. So we got this.
Got drunk.
So we got this awesome server too. This wonderful chick named Nadi, who was unfortunately not 21 because we really wanted to buy her drinks. Because she was entertaining us with her wonderful sarcasm and regaling us with the tales of all the drunk college kids who were there over the weekend, which was why they were out of everything.
Including mayonnaise.
Including mayonnaise, which we gave her hell for. But someone suggested, this all started because someone suggested Bratsko getting a mystery shot in his beer. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. And then shots became a thing that was on the table
multiple times,
buying rounds. And it was just like one of those really good nights, like a great freaking time. And then we went back to the hotel bar and then and drank more, which was ill-advised, but I had a contract to fulfill with a friend of mine that we ran into there, so I did that.
Was those shots at the bar, the second bar, that messed you up?
Probably. That and the fact that I finished the night on a very high ABV that I definitely didn't need. And then we went to the piano so you could play Axel F, which has still been stuck in my head like since last weekend.
You're look at you date me. You're gonna hear that song quite a bit.
And then we went upstairs to fool around, and we got naked, and then it was 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I just remember my shoes were by the front door.
Yep. My clothes were by the bed. Yours were in a pile near the door. And then it was morning.
Yeah, and it was an interesting morning. It was rough at first, then it got really good, then it got rough again once we saw the McClunky shit from Star Wars.
But we finished all right. We finished the day okay.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel, bacon, meat, eggs. I want eggs. So yeah.
Mr. Billy Ritchie's doing shots of sake right now.
Nice. I'm jealous. So Streaming Wars 2019.
Yeah. It's getting interesting. Disney Plus hit 10 million subscribers in a day. I actually made a video about it. I'm going to try to finish it soon when we're off of our stream. So Disney Plus has 10 million subscribers, but they're not paid subscribers. We don't know how many are paid, how many are unpaid, because Verizon gets it for free. Everybody gets a free week demo. So they're just pumping up the numbers, to make it seem like it's a bigger deal than it actually is. So that's our newest streaming service. We had Apple Plus launched. Do you have Apple Plus?
No.
Good.
You don't want it?
Well, it has 9 shows.
I'm curious to see how some of the reviews of the shows are. The one I really want to see is C, mostly because Jason Momoa actually wrestles a bear in it. Like, actually. Like, not a pretend bear, not a CGI bear, a real
like
bear.
A gay man bear?
No, like a burr.
Oh, burr.
A burr.
A Bill Burr? Okay.
Big fuzzy burr. It's Bill Burr in a fursuit.
He just doesn't shave his back anymore.
Is that where all his head hair went?
He's in The Mandalorian, so.
I know. I'm curious.
Shotgun Orta's talking about bumping uglies. Thank you, Shotgun Orta.
Well, not on Tuesday, or not on Monday night.
Afternoon, yes. Passed out to Food Network.
Like you do.
Yeah, didn't we do that most nights?
Yeah, we did that a lot.
I feel like we need to just get a 1-channel subscription to Food Network, and we'd be very happy together.
We should.
Chopped for all.
Mm-hmm. See, that's one of the things. I think you can get some of those shows. Like, I think you need to Chopped on one of the streaming services somewhere. But for me, it's not the same, because part of enjoying Chopped is being frustrated at all the commercial breaks. It's just not the same if you can cheat and just, get through the show.
Plus, Food Network commercials aren't the worst because they're all food-based.
All food, yeah.
So it's like, I don't mind watching a Doll of Daisy commercial or, a paper towel ad. It's like, it's fine. I'm gonna cook, so I need paper towels, or I'm gonna use sour cream
instead of paper towels.
Yes, because every time I spill a drink, I need to just pull out the sour cream. It's like when you were a kid at school and somebody puked and they threw out that sawdust or whatever to suck it up. We just throw out sour cream to clean. Like, oh, the cat shit on the floor. Just throw sour cream at it.
To be fair, if you start throwing sour cream on things in my apartment, the cats will probably go lick it up and therefore clean up the mess underneath.
Well, you said I got to make it home for me, too. So sour cream on the walls is just, part of everyday life here in Ohio.
I love you. Sometimes I wonder why, but I love you.
Because of the sour cream on the walls.
Clearly because of.
Yes, we had that connection in Columbus. You looked me in the face, or the eye, excuse me, and I told you I love sour cream on the wall, and you're like, I love you. And this is where we are. That was what, 5 months ago? No, 4 months ago. So. Oh, I'm sorry out of sake, Sir Billy Ritchie.
Aw, that's lame. It's a terrible thing to be out of.
I don't have any alcohol in this house.
I have plenty.
I know. I'm trying to figure out when we'll run out
of alcohol.
Yeah, like of that stuff. I wonder, like, living there, how long it'll take to get through. Even if we don't try to like get through it, just
Well, some stuff is weird stuff that we don't go through quickly. Like I had this whole, I don't know if I can't remember if I finally got rid of it or not. I had this whole big thing of pineapple vodka that someone brought over for a party one time. And it's like it just goes very slowly, I haven't hosted a lot of social gatherings here recently, so I don't go through that stuff as quickly, but I will.
No, Will Gentry, I actually meant like actual sour cream, like the food stuff on the walls, not nothing else.
Sir Billy Ritchie says it's okay. The missus is getting me vodka. Nice. Oh man, there was something else that we were kind of brought up a little bit, but
I'll look at the text.
But what? No, I mean on here that we were talking about. I know one of the things I wanted to discuss, but something that came up and I was like, oh, we should talk about this, and then I forgot. In the meantime, though, in honor of George Lucas fucking around with that scene again, the Jessi Shot First shirt is 15% off from my Teespring. You can also use that discount code Han Shot First for 15% off my entire Teespring catalog. So Shop now. Support me. So yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a little preview of the video I'm gonna put out a little bit later today. I don't know if I will also be putting out Social Justice Wednesday today. I may just put it off a week, because this video I think is more important. But I do have a conclusion to the incident at Big Dean's, the beach bar where I had a beer forcibly ripped from my hands and was evicted for simply saying, sorry, the Giants suck, which they do. So if you recall, I made a video on this subject the day after it happened. I was still very upset about it. I gave a full rundown of the exact events that happened. And I was contacted about a week later, I think, by the Santa Monica Police Department asking me to come down. And what he had said then was ID him from a photo lineup and sort of come down and touch base, come down and whatever was sort of what I was getting. We played phone tag, and then they were on call for the fire situation and all this stuff. So hi, Cody Hostetler. So I finally get down today, and I've made this time. I got back late last night from working a really long weekend in Milwaukee, and I offered to get up and drive the fuck down there in rush hour traffic this morning so we could take care of this stuff. So I come in, and he sits down, and he has me go through the story again. Now, this is in the original police report. This is on my YouTube channel, and this is and I'm now going through the details again. And he's like, okay, and he brings up the he's like, we have the security footage. I'm like, great, let's watch through it. I'm very interested to see what this looks like from not my eyes. And the video shows exactly everything that I said with one change. In my account, I recalled this guy, the manager, coming out, throwing my money at me, the dollars and the change. The video shows clearly he handed me the dollars, he threw the change at me. Now, the entire reason that the police followed up on this incident is not because they were concerned based on the substance of my report. The entire reason the police became involved in this incident is because Big Dean's, the management, came to the police after I released my video and claimed that, one, nothing I said was true. This was the detective's words exactly. Big Dean says, no part of your story is true. And we'll get to what that means in even greater detail in a moment. Big Dean is also claiming that since I posted that video, they have been harassed. People have come in there to harass them and harass this gentleman, whose name I didn't know. I had a name that someone told me it was. I might have said it in the video that it's purportedly TJ, whatever it was. But that people, yes, and which I find very difficult to believe that they've had multiple instances of people going to this bar to harass them, considering that video has received around 11,000 views. And of those, so you're telling me that a significant proportion of those views are people who live in Los Angeles and have the time and the concern to drive over to Big Dean's and do this. I can believe if one or two people went there and said something to them. Hey, I hear you like assaulting women. I hear you, whatever it is. I could believe that I can believe. But once again, if all this harassment has happened since then, bring the videos. You had an easy enough time pulling up the security video of this incident, so go pull the ones from all these people coming in and harassing your employees. Because I'm not buying it. Yeah, exactly. After coming with coughing out, suddenly they're the victim. And now I'm basically down here because I get the cop being like, well, you committed a crime. You lied on a police report. We're not interested in prosecuting you. And I'm like, yeah, it's not going to go very far anyway. There's a huge difference between lying and remembering the events of misremembering the events, which is something that happens all the time, especially if there's adrenaline involved. especially if there's alcohol involved. And I wasn't hammered or anything, but I was certainly not completely sober at the time of this incident. And I was certainly very shaken up by it. Because again, remember, at this point, by the time that he's giving me this money back, he has already put hands on me. He has already put it in which because that was one of the things in after I told the story, one of the things like I want to see this video because in my mind he put both of his hands on me. He grabbed the beer, he put the hand in the beer, and he put his other hand on my wrist to get this out. And you can see that clear as day in the video. So I'm like, great. That was not me exaggerating or feeling this is a bigger deal. It shows exactly what he did in that moment. And effectively, because I misremembered one incident, the cop just completely decided that I was full of shit and that Big Dean's is the victim. And, oh, you're lucky we're not prosecuting you. Like, yeah, okay, over what? Over misremembering something like that's going to hold up in court really well, especially because you can go through consistently. Because he was like, I read the original report and I watched the video and I'm hearing what you're telling me now. And I'm like, yes. So the fact that all of those stories are 100% consistent with each other, and the fact that I'm sitting to you telling to your face exactly what happened, and the fact that you're like, I have the security footage, and my response is, oh, good, let's watch it. Not, oh shit, let's not. And my response to seeing the error was, oh, clearly I misremembered him. He handed me the bills. He threw the coins, which, by the way, the cop is now disputing. He's like, no, he handed you all the money. Like, you can clearly see him throwing the coins at my feet. Clear as day. And he's like, no, you dropped it. You clearly just dropped it. I'm like, the video, we're watching the same footage, right? We're watching him put the dollars in my hand, move his hand away, and go like this to the ground. We're watching the same footage. We're watching that the timing of the coins falling to the ground could not possibly be me dropping it. We're watching the fact that what happens when you drop coins, when someone hands you something and you drop it? Do you have a reaction to that? Yes, you always do. If someone hands you something and it falls out of your hand or you drop it, you have an immediate response of, oh shit, this is not what happened. He handed me dollars. He throws the coins. I look down at the coins, bend over and pick them up. There's no moment where I'm like, oh no, I dropped something. And there's no moment where he puts coins in my hands. Clear as day, dollars, throws coins. And now you're looking at this video being like, well, I think we can clearly see that you just dropped it. I'm like, are we watching the same fucking footage? And so he's like, oh, okay. He's like, no, I just want you to know it's freedom of speech and all that. And that's what I told Big Deans. You're allowed to keep that video up. But I'm just saying they also have the right to post their footage and tag you in it if they want to. And that'll destroy your credibility. And I'm like, wow, no, it won't, because I'm actually going to put up a video after this discussing this follow-up, and very clearly, and I've been no problem saying I misremembered that he handed me the dollars. That's on me. I misremembered that in the heat of the moment. But everything else I said with the story is 100% consistent. So here's the thing that's getting disputed as well again, right? I was told specifically, you need to leave or security will remove you. I was told by another Eagles fan who was in the bar that if I didn't leave in 10 minutes, security was going to come to escort me out. I was told by a third Eagles fan who arrived later and talked to some other people about what had happened that the Eagles fans who were there with me were told if I didn't leave, security would come and evict and kick out all of the Eagles fans, which was why some of them had a vested interest in, please, Jessi, just don't make us stink and go away, right? And now Big Deans is clearly claiming that that's not true because this cop has me sit down and go through this footage to be like, well, you're still here. It's a good 15 minutes after this has happened. It sounds like, it's a good 15 minutes after this happened and no one's coming to throw you out. So basically saying that I'm lying about being told that security was going to evict me. Care companion, you cannot see the ground. By the angle of the video, it cuts off around my knees-ish towards there, so you cannot see whether or not they bounce. They must have because they don't land in the same area, so they bounced a little bit. So now I'm pissed off because I'm like, what was the purpose of calling me down here? You've already decided you're not prosecuting because you have no case for filing a false police report. You clearly decided that Big Deans did nothing wrong, so you're not following up on that. So why am I here? Couldn't you just have called me over the phone and say, we saw some evidence in the video that suggests your account is not entirely accurate, and as such, we're dropping this case? And we want you to know that, because of this, we were considering this a false police report, and this is a serious crime, but we're not prosecuting. We could have done this easily. Walking Jeff mean one camera. There's one camera on that angle. They could have easily just done this over the phone. Didn't need to fucking drag my ass down there through an hour of rush hour traffic so I could sit there and hear a lecture about how with great power comes great responsibility, and you should think about the lives and livelihoods. I should think about the damage I can do with one video. I'm like, you think I didn't think about that? Why the fuck do you think I made the video? Because I knew your dumbasses weren't going to do anything about it, and I wanted some fucking justice. So if I had to go do it myself, I will. And that's exactly what I told him. I was like, look, I understand that as far as your perspective is, because again, I'm like, so we're not caring about him grabbing the beer out of my hands. We're not caring about that interaction. Nope, you had every right to do that. Under what grounds? I have no idea. But apparently he had every right to grab my wrist, to grab my hand, to yank something out of my hand based on no cause. Because that's the whole thing. That's not even a normal thing to do. Like, I have been in bars where somebody is not being rowdy, but doing something that makes the establishment not want them there anymore. And in every one of those instances, the response is finish your drink and then leave. You will not be served here anymore. Finish your drink and leave. Never before have I seen I'm ripping this beer out of your hand. Never before have I seen that. If it's not an instance, especially if it's not an instance where somebody is visibly intoxicated and causing problems. And now, and this, I forgot to tell you this part, Jeff, when he mentioned the whole, like, that he saw the video and the response, and, he's like, oh yeah, you're a big YouTube star, huh? And I'm like, really, asshole? Really? That's, not what I'm saying. And I was like, I'm not a star. I'm just, I make YouTube videos. It's a job. I make videos. I work my ass off for minimal gain because YouTube hates me. And so in this particular instance, I put out a video that people cared about, and yeah, went and left some reviews. Yeah, went and had some words on social media with Big Deans, rightfully so. Walking Doggy Jeff meme, I agree. That's not in a few points in matters such as this. There needs to be an examination of every camera that might have had a view. I think that's the only camera that had a view. I don't think there was another camera with a different view. Claiming to be, I don't have the video. I was not given the video. I was just shown it. So, yeah. So, anyway, the Revenite suggested probably to intimidate you to not make another video. That's, opposite effect achieved because I'm making another video. And in it, I will be referencing the unprofessionalism of the Santa Monica Police Department to summarily dismiss everything else from this incident. And that's the whole thing. It's like, you don't need to have an opinion. That's the whole thing. If your perspective is the manager did nothing wrong and you filed a false police report, that's fine. Your work here is done. This whole business of you calling me in to lecture me on hurting someone's business and that, because this one fact, this one detail was incorrect, therefore everything I said is a lie and they lied, and to basically call me out and say, clearly the video shows, because they didn't actually come to kick you out in 10 minutes, that's not what you were told. That we're just going to blindly take their side on this. Like, that's not your fucking job, LAPD asshole. Or, sorry, Santa Monica PD asshole. Don't want to confuse. They are separate. They are completely separate. So don't want to rag on the good boys in blue for the LAPD if I don't have a reason to. I don't know what an FOIA request video.
Freedom of Information Act.
As Fleming TV says, requested for government info, you can only get it after court if it gets that far and the government has a copy. So that makes sense. So while you're talking, Jeff Meme said something earlier that this is a the thing is, why Jeff Meme is they don't legally have to pursue it at all. They're not under any legal obligation to pursue my allegations, period. If they decide that they're not severe enough, then they don't have to, which is what they decided. if they decided that they also absolutely have the right to decide that my filing a false police report cancels out the charge. That anyway, that's I'm irritated that at the end of the day, I'm not mad that they didn't do anything because I never expected them to. The one positive thing I got out of going down there was the confirmation that Big Dean's has felt ramifications from the manager's actions. And let's be clear, Walking Like Death meme, they never took the case in the first place. This only became a thing because Big Dean's went to them and complained. They were never concerned about my report. They were only concerned about Big Dean's complaint. So I'm livid that I was condescended to, that my time was wasted, that I was brought down there for no reason. That irritates the fuck out of me. And Walking Like Jeffy mentioned earlier, suggested that this maybe is a case of gender bias. And that's not my angle. I'm not going to go around saying that. I'm not even going to probably bring it up in my video later, because I don't want this to become about that. The second I say those words, unfortunately, the way our society is a whole bunch of people are suddenly going to take up my mantle that I don't want doing that, and a whole bunch of other people are going to immediately dismiss my story, which is not fair either. Because the reality is that gender or not, there's a lot of talking. Whatever the reason is. This was handled incorrectly by the Santa Monica Police Department. This was handled incorrectly by Big Dean and their management. Which, if you go into their Yelp page, this is what they have a history of doing. They respond. Usually when you leave a bad Yelp review and management responds, they're very sorry you had a bad experience. They apologize. They say, we'll look into the incident. If our employee actually did this, we want to hold them accountable, etc. Whether they do or don't, they really make most businesses reply to you to make you feel like you were justified in feeling that way, and we're very sorry this happened. All of Big Dean's replies are, we couldn't find any evidence of this. This sounds ridiculous. This does not sound like something that would happen in our establishment. They take no ownership. They basically deny everything. They deny that anything could possibly be true. Any negative review, they deny that any piece of it could possibly be true. So they're just pieces of shit, regardless of whether they have a problem with women, which is likely, honestly, because according to a lot of those Yelp reviews, they have a problem with people of color, and they have a problem with people with disabilities with service animals. They have multiple instances of having turned away people with service animals with proper ADA documentation. There are multiple accounts of them engaging in racial profiling. So what do you want from it? And I mean, I may or may not, maybe I'll bring this up at the end of the video too, because the sad truth is that we give all this attention, people scream and yell about what is and isn't, bigotry and whatnot. And the sad truth is that bigotry does exist in this world, and unfortunately, when it actually happens and actually causes people real problems, it rarely gets the attention it deserves. So, Tough Nerd Toys, it's called Big Dean's in Santa Monica. But I just think it's very unfortunate that this happened. So, yeah. Nicholas Glenn, 100% right. You're 100% right. It is this whole idea that they respect women out here so much is 100% a Hollywood front. And you're talking about this talking point from an organization that, or from an institution that has regularly protected people who have engaged in sexual crimes against women. So the fact that Hollywood is somehow supremely pro women is just that. It's a sham. It's bullshit. It's a talking point. Got a couple super chats. Raiders of Lost Flicks, thank you for the super chat. If you're having a bad day, watch Miami Connection. Jeff seems to agree. Dustin Rogers says it was Eagles bias and butthurt feels. I do think it was Eagles bias more so than gender bias. I think that the police handling of the case and their willingness to dismiss it so offhandedly is a little bit gender bias, a little bit age bias. Oh, here's this young girl who made this video on YouTube, therefore she's full of shit. When the reality is there's a reason people weaponize YouTube and weaponize social media. And yes, it's been abused many, many times, but not every example of that is abuse of the system. Some of it is doing exactly that, which is I had no other recourse, so I used my I used the resources I had to do what I could. So,
by the way, the plug, there was no show from last week. He was trying to look for last week's stream. We didn't have one.
We did not. No, we were preparing to meet up in Milwaukee, and Jeff such moved his show to that night so that we could have.
Plus, that's our rule. When we're about to see each other that week, we don't do a show.
Mm-hmm. Though I think because Thanksgiving that we don't do leave till Sunday, we can do a show next week unless you don't want to.
I'll have to think about it.
Fuck you. You want to do a show. Dustin Rogers says, oh, never mind, just jerks. That they are. And definitely Eagles by. I mean, no question. The entire reason this guy gave me the boot was because he couldn't handle the fact that his team sucks and mine won. Oh, the plug says I'm talking about Jessi's streams. You know what? I think I forgot to post links for some of my last ones. Because I usually put them on unlisted, but I usually post the link. So, bye Raiders of the Lost Flicks. Have fun on your live show, guys. If you're when we close this down, if you want to go over and check out Raiders of the Lost Flicks, go do so. Thanks, Jedi Bunny. We like each other. Oh, I hear an ice cream truck. I want ice cream.
Chase it down. It's like 20 degrees here, so there's no ice cream.
Yeah, it's actually. I mean, it's LA chili here, so.
Oh, LA chili is so cute. We have huge chunks of ice on the ground.
We don't.
I have these stupid boots on so I don't slip and fall.
Yay. Well, you won't need to bring those to California.
I mean, they look cool, but no, I won't.
On an odd logistical note, you should take them to Philly. You should, well, no, because you'll be up in Cincinnati in March where it'll still be icy and snowy. Because I was gonna say you should take them to Philly, you should leave them in Philly, and then get them when you're there next Thanksgiving, so you can have them for Christmas in Cincinnati.
I'll just leave them here.
That's reasonable. My cats love the shark head. All four of them at points have been inside of it. The littles like it the most. Lando, Holland curled up in it in the car ride when we went up to San Francisco the other weekend. Lando slept in it a lot when we were at my friend's place in San Francisco. But the littles, they can still fit in it together too, which is nice because the other bed that they have is a little small for that now. So sometimes they'll go in it together. But a lot of times at night after they get dinner, one of them curls up in one bed and one of them curls up in the other bed and they go to sleep near me. But they like hanging their faces out of the teeth too. So it's really cute. Will Gentry makes a great point. While real sexism and bigotry does still happen, it's thankfully rare. Problem is all these fake social justice claims and bigotry are making it harder for the real ones to get the attention they deserve. That's exactly my perspective on it as well. Yeah, exactly my perspective. You know, that was, you guys all remember the whole, the bakery that discriminated against the gay couple and didn't bake cakes and whatnot. That went international. I was talking to some people internationally once and they were like, oh yeah, this is the biggest news in, you know, gay rights is that. I'm like, yeah, but it shouldn't be. Because the whole thing is, if people think that people get this false impression that there's no more homophobia anymore, there's no more gay bashing anymore, because the thing that makes the news is bakery refuses to bake a fucking cake, and not like gay child comes out to super Christian family, gets thrown on the streets and beaten to death, which still does happen in parts of this country. So it's unfortunate that we're giving the attention to the wrong things. So Jedi Bunny, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say El Segundo is my favorite part of LA. But cool. Anyway, we've got hashtag LA Chili from KR Companion. Accurate. How many likes did we pull in on this stream so far?
I don't know. I don't think we're going to hit it by our end time.
I think it's unlikely. I'm going to be perfectly honest. 197. We're almost 200 though. That's pretty good.
Well, we tried, folks.
we did our best. That's all you can ask of us. No worries, Andy. Guillotine. This will go up. I'll post this somewhere eventually. Oh, and guys, if you missed it, I'll be posting this everywhere for a little bit from now till the end of the month in honor of George Lucas fucking around with one of his stars. You get the Jessi Shot First shirt for 15% off. Only $799 to go. You can also use that discount code HANSHOT first to get 15% off all of my Teespring merchandise from now to the end of the month. So enjoy. One of the dislikes is from someone who is very mad. I don't know about that. He seems to be trying to be a fan of my channel. Mad Max Movie Talk left a comment. There's a bunch of the butthurt anti-fandom people who left really funny comments on my video. But Mad Max Movie Talk clearly wants to use this as an opportunity to further his thing because he was trying to been super diplomatic, even though I basically told him to stuff it. And he's like, "Let me know if you wanna talk about this." I don't. Mad Max Movie Talk, in case you're listening. I don't. I'm not interested. The only video from this that I'm interested in sharing is the mini rant on Mindless Entertainment's videos on lightsabers, which I don't even think this guy's actually watched. But this video just delights me to no end, and I think that everybody needs to watch it because it's just adorable. Yeah. So Niad B-level Star Wars commented. Anti-fandom menacers equals anti-fascist of the Star Wars fandom. Nice, you're finally catching on. I don't think I said that. All the menace does is attack people. What's hilarious is you're asking us to consider your feelings now. So I responded. I was like, it's rather precious that you don't understand the difference between attacking a corporation or a studio executive over attacking a fellow YouTuber, or the difference between telling someone they suck because they made a bad movie versus levying a full-scale ad hominem attack against them. For example, I've never made a video in which I spent half a minute yelling about how someone was completely wrong and not a real Star Wars fan, closing by calling them a dumb bitch without making a single point about the material I was criticizing. One of your self-identified disciples has done just that. If you want to associate with Antifa, that's your business. I personally can't abide a group that holds violence as one of its core tenets, irrespective of what they stand for. Revolutionary social justice leader Martin Luther King Jr. seemed to feel the same way. That's the difference between you and I. We both believe we're morally right, but I don't believe that exempts me from the rules of common decency. But anyway, he's got some long-ass reply that I don't care about. So, hooray. Because that's the thing, right? And Dr. Ravenels, trust me, he ain't getting any more of it. That's one of the things, and I encourage you guys to act this way as well. As tempting as it is when these people are being total, complete douche nozzles on social media, I encourage you to approach them in a calm, level-headed manner, removing all personal attacks and using facts, logic, whatever, sarcasm and cynicism if you like, but refrain from the name calling. It's just stooping to their level and giving them what they want. And don't let it get under your skin, because first of all, they're not worth it. They're not worth getting riled up over. And the best part is that the more you sit and act rationally with them, the more crazy they get, and the more screenshots we can put out there of look at me being a completely nice, calm, decent, level-headed person. Look at you being a complete piece of shit. And the more bits of information that we're putting out there, I'll be posting more from somebody else, which I think is hilarious too, because I have his remark where he calls me Karen Fake Milestone, and I'm like, why? And says something shitty to me. And I went to his channel. He doesn't have any content of his own, but one of my videos is one of his liked videos. So, yeah. Jeff, why are you in here twice? You're also, I have this too. Is this something? Oh, this is from the night.
Yeah, sharing it before we get going.
It's sideways.
Blame Matt Bush. He this is his photo. He made it sideways.
Gotcha. Well, I like it a lot. Anyway, send it to me, please. Wherever it is. Anyway, there we go. So Oh, Jedi Bunny, thank you. You're such a wonderful mod, and so was Flaming TP earlier. So yeah. I don't remember what I was just saying. It was probably not important. What?
I'm waiting for you to say.
I said I don't remember what I was just saying. It was probably not important.
Okay. I was just trying to send you this picture you wanted.
Oh, yes. Yeah, exactly. Will Gentry. They just get so mad about it, and it's so fun. I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy irritating them, killing them with. I still have not gotten a response. Maybe I have now from that one guy. Because I really enjoyed my response to him, which was just the oh god. Where was it? I really want to share this with you guys because it was that delightful. My uterus hurts. Super fun. He accused me of threatening him because my video about them ends with saying, I hope they all go fall in a well together and bitch whine to each other while they slowly drown. And he was all like, you threatened us. I'm like, it's not a threat, bro. It's just wishful thinking. And he was like, yes, it is. So I responded, I hope you fall in a well is not a threat. I'm not telling you to fall in a well. I'm not saying that I will push you into a well. I'm not even suggesting that I might place a cleverly concealed well in your walking path. I can see you're having trouble grasping the difference, so I understand that your name calling is merely you lashing out because you're struggling with your own intellectual inferiority. It's okay. I forgive you. I just really love responses like that because Jefferson Turner, aka Mega21, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on YouTube forcing us to be kid friendly? I don't interpret it. What? It's stupid. I don't interpret it as forcing us to change our content. I don't know. I don't actually know how much it's going to affect us. Because YouTube Kids is a newer thing. Previously, YouTube you weren't supposed to be on the platform if you were under 13 years old. And now they have YouTube Kids, which is a separate thing, which, if with parental permission, any children of all ages can access videos made specifically for kids. So my understanding of this new classification is that it is simply a way to let people know should our content be featured on YouTube Kids or not, and that it theoretically will not affect how our videos perform otherwise. Will this actually be the case? Who knows? Will YouTube use this as another reason to dick around with us as creators? Probably. So I don't like it because, once again, this just goes back into the lack of transparency that is YouTube and the algorithm. But I'm hopeful that we don't see too many negative ramifications. That said, again, I'm not optimistic, and I don't have any faith in YouTube anymore, which is why I'm working hard right now on pivoting to another platform. So
I think people should just pay attention to what their kids do and not give them phones and shit and not have to worry about it. You know, the internet's not there to babysit your kids. Cable is not there to babysit your kids. You chose to have kids, take care of them. Don't blame some dude on the internet. Oh, my kid learned a bad word from you. Why is your kid watching this shit?
Exactly.
You know, we're not your babysitters.
You have the ability as a parent to put restrictions on devices as to what can and cannot be on there. So if you just hand your kid a phone because you're too lazy to actually parent them, and you haven't bothered to age restrict things, then that's on you. Suffice to say that our future children will not be getting smartphones at the age of 4 or anything.
Thank God you agree with that.
Yeah, no. Our children are going to learn how to deal with and interact with the world. And I don't care if that makes them outcasted because, they're the only ones without all the latest new technology. Our children will be expected. They will have limits on their screen usage, predicated on their ability to engage with the real world first. I don't know if you agree with that part, but too bad.
I mean, the weekend is fun time, so you know.
That's fine, but for me, fun time is not necessarily you're on a video game, you're on the computer, you're on a screen, you're on this. I think that is important for children to understand that fun time stems beyond those things.
If you're a good student, My mom was like, you know what? If you do all your schoolwork and you do a good job, you can do what you want on the weekends. So I wanted to play video games some weekends. I had friends though, so we did shit together. It's not like I sat by myself and did stuff. So
I'm not saying the weekend has to be like you can only play this number of minutes of whatever, but
you think you would meet out video game time in minutes?
Well, that's dumb. Hours. You can only play 37 minutes of Mario.
I would be like, no.
No.
We're all gonna sit down and play Mario 29. Well, shit, there's more than 29 Mario games already.
I just mean things like, yes, you get your shit done. You have the weekend. That I'm gonna advocate for like no cell phones at the dinner table kind of shit.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
You know,
That's a different story.
For, like, provided the weather's nice, play video games all fucking day. Spend at least an hour outside. You know, stuff like that. I just think the easy thing is here's my computer, here's my screen, here's my game. And that our children should be encouraged to understand that there's a lot more to life than just the easiest opportunity to suck your brain out of your nose.
Maybe we live in the Matrix and there is no outside. By the time we all wake up, it'll be, too late.
Here's the thing. I will have horses. My children will have the opportunity of riding those horses. So
what if with no interference from me, they absolutely hate horses? They develop a fear of them.
Then we'll get rid of them.
The horses, yeah, I agree.
The children.
There's a legality to that.
No, it's called. Yeah, I've look. There is no legal thing that says I can't get my children up for adoption for any reason I choose. James Hancock, they can only spend 37 minutes on Mario because they have to spend the next 6 hours on Halo.
I don't think Halo will last that long.
Well, that doesn't mean we can't go back and play the originals.
Mm.
Yeah. But like if we end up with children that have no outside interests other than playing video games and being on social media, I'm gonna be sad.
What if a kid's into art and they only draw digitally?
That's fine. I don't consider that the same thing.
Oh, social media is way different. Well, this is a talk to have later. I gotta get going, but
no, let's spend the next 8 hours deciding the rules we're gonna give to our future children in like 7 to 10 years.
Yeah, okay. They can't drive minivans because minivans are a stupid car.
I'm okay with that.
They're like, we'll never own a minivan. I refuse to.
Mm-mm.
SUVs, Jeeps, cool. I already own a Jeep, but no fucking minivans.
Alrighty. My mom had a minivan.
I just look at it as that's like when a guy sells his soul. It's like, you know what? You trade in your balls. Here's the minivan.
That said, a lot of minivans have better fuel economy than. Well, nowadays SUVs are getting better. When my parents went for an SUV, a big consideration was that, or went for a minivan over an SUV. A large consideration was the fuel economy was much better. At the time, you still did not, especially because the only. Well,
when you're going to drive a Hummer too, that's a different thing.
Hummers are dumb. But at the time, like especially the only ones that had more than 5 seats, which was part of the goal, were way bigger and had really, really shitty fuel economy, higher ground clearance, which was a problem because a big reason why we got a minivan was so that it would be easy to put the Newfoundlands in the back and big dogs with that are disposed to hit they're predisposed to hit problems, having the lower ground clearance that made it easier for them to get in the trunk.
No minivans.
It's fine. But I'm going to be the primary driver in this household. I get the primary say in the best car. So,
not going to be the primary driver.
I thought you didn't like driving that much.
Oh, in California, I don't want to drive at all because it's shit.
I'm just saying, we both have cars. You get whatever you want. I'll get whatever I want. It will not be a minivan.
That's completely fine. Hello? I don't even know what the fuck I want to drive. I might even bring my Jeep that I currently have and say fuck it until it dies.
Oh, the McLaren. You can have your Jeep.
I mean, you're going to have to be solo insured on that thing.
It's fine. Okay. Then you can't ever drive it.
I don't think I could because I can't fit in the damn thing.
What if you can?
Well, when it comes time to go to the showroom, we'll check that out.
Okay. All right. So we got to go. We got to wrap this up. Thank you guys for being here.
Motorcycle and sidecar. I'm clearly not riding the sidecar. Couldn't fit.
What if we just had that? What if we had a motorcycle with a gigantic sidecar? So it was either like you riding the motorcycle and me in the sidecar with like a giant dog, or like me driving the motorcycle and you in the sidecar.
The visual would be amazing.
It would be delightful. I'm down.
I always imagine Cecil driving a motorcycle with a sidecar.
I always imagine Cecil having a driver to drive his motorcycle with him in a sidecar.
Oh, Cecil. Somebody in the chat earlier thought I didn't like Cecil. I like Cecil great.
I love Cecil. Cecil's great.
Yeah, I hung out with him.
With 4 cats. Yes, Jedi Bunny. All 4 kittens. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's see where we got for likes. So sorry. Oh, I just got the important changes on my regular thing. So my apologies, guys, but we only made it to 215 likes. So we are 785 short of forcing Jeff to wake up unnecessarily early for the next week.
I wanted to do it too, guys.
And 2,785 short of making me wear a metal bikini for y'all. So
people aren't hungry for you. Or me.
I guess not. I'm hungry.
Okay.
I could stand to have some Jeff meat.
Wait, what?
I said I'm hungry for you. I could stand to have some Jeff meat.
You want to go back in time 36 hours?
Yes.
You can get some then.
Sounds good to me. All right. So thank you everybody for watching. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you same time next week. And
same bat time, same bat channel.
Mm-hmm. And you'll see me on Andy's Ignores channel tomorrow night, and then probably streaming again later. So if Jeff is awake.
Well, remember, I have my podcast tomorrow, World Class Bullshitters, episode 197.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be streaming. I think the Andy's Ignores thing is going to start later than, or probably run concurrently to yours, so mine will be after yours. So it's up to you. I know you need sleep. Sleep is important.
I do. If I didn't have to go to dinner with my mom right now, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock at night, Mom. Sorry.
But the lovely and talented Rosetta Allen will be joining me tomorrow night, as well as who knows who else we might decide to bring on board.
Well, thank you, KR Companion, for all the nice stuff you said about me in the channel today. So I appreciate that.
Thank you, Flaming TP, for suggesting a Jeff Keeney Borat special edition.
Sure. 10,000 likes right now. Go. Right. Jessi would like that.
We have a little visitor. Malcolm, say hi to Papa. Say hi to Papa.
He won't even look at the camera. He's like, no, you left us.
You don't love me anymore. Look at my little fuzzball.
Malcolm.
Pay attention to Papa. Now. You have to listen when he talks to you.
Malcolm. This is the voice of Enigma. Malcolm Reynolds. You should see his face like this.
I can see it. I have a screen.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah. I love you, Snuffs. What a cute little baby. All right. Sorry, we're leaving. Good night. Goodbye. Until next time.